It's to 8. Katie's here, fresh from her wedding in Vegas. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you doing this morning?
Really good, yeah.
Like getting up early?
Do you know, well, I had Princess in bed with me last night, tossing and turning, so I was basically up all night anyway. Used to it.
You've had a busy old week, Katie. Should we call? Is it Mrs. Reid? Is it still Mrs. Price?
Absolutely, Mrs. Reid, yeah.
Are you excited to be a new married woman again?
Honestly, I'm in such a happy place. It's so great. You know, new year, new beginning, and a new family life to start. We're so excited.
Andrew in Northumberland said, can you ask Katie if she plans to start a family straight away and if she would like a few more children?
Absolutely. Me and Alex so want kids, so... Well, we're trying, so let's hope. Let's hope.
It's one of those difficult things, isn't it? Because as we know, there's headlines everywhere. The front of the Star again today. I wed Alex only for the money. How is this making you feel?
Absolute shocking. In fact, we're actually going to take legal action. I mean, Alex is in India, and he's aware of what they've been writing. What was it yesterday that we're going to divorce, or
within
he
a
wants
week,
to divorce me? Absolute rubbish. I mean, we're so happy, and it's like. OK, the me and my ex-husband thing, they went on, but now why pick on me and Alex? We're so happy.
Why?
Obviously, it sells their paper. I'll be interested to see that if they don't put me on the cover, if their sales go down. But if people really believe this, there's got to be something wrong. It's
I suppose
I
mean, you're very good at keeping... I mean, you are brilliant at keeping everybody going. I don't know whether it's design or whether it's luck that this happens to your life.
Yeah.
Because you and Peter split up, and I think people thought, oh, God, what's going to happen next? What's next for her? And then suddenly, there you are on, I'm a celebrity. There you are dumping Alex live on air. Now you're married to him, and it's just like, wow,
But to be honest, I know the mags and the papers don't show it, but I've actually been keeping quite low. And each week, I mean, I don't buy newspapers and that anymore, I just get told. They're still writing untrue stuff. I just don't know where they get it from. Honestly, it's a joke. And it's like, people are treating me like I'm a serial killer. It's like I'm a villain. What have I actually done wrong? That is my point. I don't know what I've actually done wrong that's so bad to be interrogated like this, so bad.
There are a number of headlines that are written about you in the papers, as you say. They just pop up now and again. You are great at making headlines, as you say.
Not them headlines. I want to make good ones. I'm in a happy place.
But that's the most important thing, though, is that you can now separate the facts from fiction. You came in with your TV crew. Does that mean that we're going to have another series of What Katie Did Next? Yeah,
it starts on Thursday at 9 o'clock, ITV2, and it will show the whole journey from as soon as I came out of the jungle.
Excellent. Well, look, we've got lots more questions that we want you to answer, and we're going to talk about some of those headlines as well. And so don't tell us just now. Katie's going to stay with us, but make sure you join us after the break as we put some of those questions to Katie. Keep them coming in, GM.TV. Oh.
Now, she may be just married, but there's no slacking off for Katie Price. She's back on our screens this week with the latest instalment of What Katie Did Next. And she's back on our sofas now. Good to see you this morning. Your first interview.
It is for a long time. Since I come out of the jungle, I did one for Hello magazine, and actually, no, last week I did one when Alex came out of the Big Brother house. But then I've just kept low. But you wouldn't think it, all this stuff that keeps coming out.
You're just a great story for the papers, aren't you? They love you.
Well, I wouldn't mind if it's true, but it's so not. It's like... Anyway, I'm taking legal action from the day.
It's interesting. Lots of people will read it and they say, well, do you know what? Katie loves all this. She loves being in the papers. She loves the fact that people are writing about her. She'd be more upset if they weren't writing about her. And
that is so wrong. I mean, I have paps outside my house. That's a good thing about the reality show, because a lot of people say, "What? You'll never see them with your kids." When you watch my show, you'll see deliberately, like when I take Junior to the horse, I'll get someone to lead the horse to the school, then I get the kids to run across, and then I run across that way, so they've got no pictures of us. I absolutely avoid it. I don't have to be pictured with my kids to prove I'm a good mum. I know I am.
How did they get on with Alex?
Alex is great. I would not go out with any guy unless they accept my children. He's like a manny. Whenever my friends are out, he's in the swimming pool with them. He's absolutely fantastic with them, and especially with Harvey, because he's a challenge. But at the end of the day, that's the same with Pete. Pete's a fantastic dad. He's absolutely brilliant with Harvey. I heard about the Sky News thing. In fact, my mum recorded it. I watched it. I thought it was so cruel, so out of order, because they can't compare Dwight and Pete at all. No comparison. Pete is there. It's been like his dad, and he's fantastic with him.
Have you managed to speak to Pete since then?
Me and Pete still don't talk, really. Hopefully, if the people around him will let him, one day we will. Me and Alex just so want to get on with him. Would love to have him, his brother up, just be all happy families, and, for the kids' sake. hopefully it will happen.
It's such a... I think the reason why sometimes maybe these stories pop up is because your life does seem quite extraordinary to the rest of us who lead a mundane life.
It is a drama, I'm not going to lie. Like, when they film, we don't have to set things up. They're like, oh, my God, Kate, it's just a drama. Everything you do, it's like, it's a nightmare, but...
And the speed of getting married to Alex, how did you know he was right? I mean, how could you just suddenly know?
He proposed to me last, I think it was September, after his fight, he proposed to me. We didn't tell anyone, and obviously I said yes. A few of my friends knew. We actually tried to get married before Christmas, but obviously it was about the kids, because we didn't want to leave them, and it was working out and we couldn't fit it in.
So if he proposed in September, but then you went in the jungle and then you dumped him and...
Yeah, I know, this is what I mean. I haven't had time to explain it to everyone, but you'll see in the show. In fact, the first show you see, I'm absolutely gutted. I watched it myself and I'm like, can't you say at the end that we're back together now? And they're like, no, it's part of the story. People will see what happened. Basically, we were both poisoned in our minds about things, people around us. And anyway, we're back together after Australia.
And you're lovely and happily married. Let's look at a quick clip from the show.
Oh, no, which one? There's a bit of a domestic drama going on.
Always,
Yeah, let's have a look.
Greg, the man who built the house, I know you're here somewhere. The smoke alarm's going off, the fire brigade are on their way. Can you please turn the alarm off? Thank you. Music continue. There's always a drama. Music, I told you there'd be one. Turn it up! Woo!
The New Year's Eve party, which was a New Year's Eve party that ended up in the headlines because Dane, an ex-boyfriend of yours, and Alex were supposed to have ended up having a big fight.
Yeah, which isn't true either.
But was it quite strange watching them in the Big Brother house together?
It was actually, because, you know, Dane was talking about me when Alex wasn't there, and, you know, we all get on and it's fine, but it was weird. And like I just said to you, know, the two guys I've been with came first and second, so it just goes to show I do go out with genuine guys, and genuine guys aren't going to go out with someone who's not genuine.
Very true. And we saw you there with all your youngsters, and there has been... What do you feel when people criticise your mothering skills? You know, I tell you, you got your children up late. You had your slightly kind of crazy period, if I can put it that way, when you and Pete broke up. How do people, you know, what does it feel when they say you're a bad mother?
Yeah, two things. The reason I had a New Year's Eve party, because lots of my friends have got kids, Princess, Junior and Parvy's age. There was about 20 children there. And it's, you know, it's New Year's Eve, all kids are up. And also, we have a nurse who works for Great Ormond Street and works for us 3 times a week. And she's the nurse that if kids come in and they're abused or anything, she reports them to social services. So I'm sure if I was a bad mum, she wouldn't have been with me 3 years and she would have reported me.
We've had lots of questions in. Charlotte in Leeds says, please can you ask Katie, are you scared that when your children grow up, they'll read the media material on your relationship and use it to judge between you and Peter?
Well, when they know the truth, they won't, so...
It's as simple as that.
And at the end of the day, I can't control what people write. I just can't control what the tabloids write, the magazines write. I wish I could control it because it would be different, and it would say that I'm happily married, can't wait to have children, completely different. And, you know, unfortunately, me and Pete didn't work out. It's one of them things. Move on. I hope he does as well.
Are we going to see pictures of your wedding and some wedding video?
Do you know, we didn't do a magazine deal, we didn't go over there with no magazine, we filmed it ourselves. Well, actually, the chapel film it and they give you the video.
Was that the chapel in Vegas?
Yeah, and it wasn't tacky at all. And you'd think it would be, no, because the reason we got married in Vegas is because we couldn't go to the Caribbean.
I thought that was part of the fun of a Vegas wedding. It's supposed to be.
No, because you can't get married anywhere else unless you've been divorced for a certain amount of days, and Vegas was the only place you could do it. So that's why we went there. But it was no Elvis or, you know, it wasn't tacky at all. In fact, the pictures are absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, lovely. We have seen reports that you're going to do a photo shoot together, and it's good.
You're going to have a second wedding,
£3 million
maybe in the
for a second wedding.
And we are going to do like a big blessing thing because of our families, and I want Princess to be a bridesmaid, and for his mum and family. But as it stands, we haven't done a magazine deal at all. There was no magazines there. We did it ourselves. Nothing was controlled. It was just what me and Alex wanted to do, and it was fantastic. We had a brilliant day, and it was just like a dream. It was brilliant.
What does the rest of the year hold for you now, Katie? What are you hoping to do across this year?
With this year, I know it's going to be an absolutely brilliant year. You know, the reality show, I'm married, I can't wait to get pregnant. Got my endorsements coming out, the show. It's just really happy. I've just realised that the number 9 is bad luck. Dwight's shirt was number 9. I got married in September, number 9, and the year 09 was a bad omen.
It was a bad year.
It's year 2010, brilliant year, and I'm really happy.
That's good to hear. Jenny in Shrewsbury, if you could go on one more reality show, which would it be, and would Alex go with you?
Alex and me aren't going to be working together like the Pete and Kate relationship. You know, he does his thing, I do mine. I've learnt from that before. Reality show, which one? I'll do I'm a Celebrity. Actually, I joked and said, look, let me try it again for the third time. Third time lucky and see if I can stay in.
Could you face all those trials again?
Oh, I don't know.
Was that quite an eye-opener for you in terms of the general public and actually their reaction to you, because they kept voting you in? It's kind of like, it doesn't matter what I do now, I get what's going on here.
Well, when I came out, this is another thing. So many people said, oh, you're so different, you're so nice, you're so different to what the papers say. And look, a few months later, it turns again, people believe what they read. And, you know, I'm in a no-win situation.
Is there a bit of you that sort of thinks, stuff this, I'm going to forget all the programmes, I'm going to forget the whole thing, I'm just going to, you know, go into my little shell.
Enjoy my money now.
Enjoy my money, I've made enough of it, I've got a nice husband, not do any more kind of documentaries about your life and sort of let everyone go away.
Joe, it's not even just about the money. People forget I have got fans out there as well, really loyal ones. And, you know, they want me to bring perfumes and things, and I absolutely really enjoy doing it. You know, that's not like doing the magazine stuff. I absolutely love doing all that, and I'm not going to stop. So...
OK, all right, new book on the horizon?
My autobiography's out in October. That would be a very good one to read, trust me.
That's number 3 and number 4 autobiography?
4, well, every 2 years I'll bring out. It's like a diary, really. Every
2 years, your life in 2 years.
They're not really autobiographies, they're diaries, aren't they?
Yeah. Katie, thanks for coming in this morning.
Thank you, thanks for having me. And thanks for helping me clear up the horrible rumours.
Yeah, it's always great that you can be so candid and honest with us as well.
Thank you.
OK.
So you can catch our interview with Katie again. You can watch yourself again, Kate.
Yeah,
if you don't see enough of yourself, there you go. It's on our website later this morning. Just log on to gm.tv.
And what Katie did next, ITV2 Thursday, 9 o'clock. There it is. OK, the headlines at 13 minutes to 8 that you're waking up to this morning. Toyota is recalling more than 8,000 Prius cars in Britain over problems with the braking system.
A lawyer for Michael Jackson's father has told GMTV the manslaughter charges against his former doctor do not reflect the seriousness of the case.
Air accident investigators say ice in the fuel supply led to a British Airways plane crash landing at Heathrow 2 years ago.
The weather cold and frosty with scattered wintry showers in the east, the best of the sunshine in the west, feeling cold everywhere with a top temperature of just 6 Celsius.
Lorraine's in to tell us what's in store just after 8:30. Hello.
Hello. It's such a shame she had to run off. I would have loved to have had
Just keep talking.
I know. I would have loved
Great,
to have had
isn't she?
I think what's always fascinating, what's always fascinating about Kate is she's so honest and she's so candid, and I think that's something that you crave when you're interviewing people.
Absolutely, she just tells
that
you exactly
honesty
what she thinks.
is really important, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you got?
What have I got? I have got Valentine's Day on the cheap. Martin Lewis says you can
right
do it.
Right up my street.
Yes. And you can still sound romantic. It's not like you will come over as a cheapskate. You'll be absolutely fine.
You don't just buy your flowers from the petrol station?
Indeed,
okay.
Absolutely. And Lamar is in. He's going to be singing, which is great. And also nude fashion. Not naked fashion. You got excited then?
No, I was slightly concerned. That wasn't me that cheered. I didn't cheer out loud.
No, I could see it in your eyes.
It wasn't in your head.
It's nude colours.
Oh, OK.
You can call it anything but beige.
Like taupe.
Biscuit and taupe and things like that. Yes, that sort of thing. So that'll be happening.
Yeah, OK. Thank you, Lorraine.
Thank you, lovely.
All right, then, still to come this morning.
Valentine's Day might be fast approaching, but it's less kiss chase and more car chase in the new series of Cops with Cameras tonight. Richard Arnold's here with the Telly Chatter in a bit.
And this week's competition, you could win a dream break to the Caribbean island of St Lucia. Here's Danielle Lineker with the details.
Valentine's Day is almost here, so to get into the romantic frame of mind, we've the ultimate holiday prize for any couple.
You'll be staying at the Sandals Regency Le Top Resort in an exclusive suite. The holiday is for 2 people and you'll be staying here for 7 nights. Most of your food and drink is included. You'll be flying business class with British Airways to and from St Lucia, all courtesy of Sandals.
We're also giving you £2,000 to spend. Here's the question you need to answer.
To fall in love with someone can also be known as being A. Head over heels, B. Feet over head, C. Arms over body. To enter, call 090 49 59 6000. Calls cost £1 from BT landlines, calls from other networks may be higher and from mobiles considerably more. Or you can enter by text. Just text your answer A, B or C to 64499. Text costs £1 plus 1 standard network rate message. Or you can enter online at gm.tv. All entrants must be 18 or over and lines close at midday this Friday. Entries made after closing time won't be counted but may still be charged. Holiday dates may be restricted. You'll find competition terms and conditions plus winners at gm.tv/terms.
Tonight, Mum gets home late and cooks up a storm. Finder's Penne and Meatballs sponsors Talking Telly.
Richard's here with TV delights for us all.
Yes, indeed. Fresh from Walford. Yesterday, I tell you, they are very nervous. It's a little bit tense there. A little bit tense. They're counting down to the live episode. Now they've had their letters. Significant amount of dialogue, just ordering a pint at the Vic. What letter did you get? Significant amount of dialogue. Oh, no! Anyway, Shane Ritchie, we did mention yesterday, is coming back, of course, and that sparked rumours, obviously, that Jessie might be back as well. Jessie Wallace, of course, who played Cat Slater. They disappeared on Christmas Day 5 years ago, believe it or not, and there she is looking very well. Whether she'll look as ripe 5 years on, we'll have to wait and see. Sure, but she's back in the square, apparently, a little bit later in the year. And talking of comebacks as well, battle axe Blanche from Corrie will make a blast from the past from beyond the grave. Now, of course, Maggie Jones sadly passed away in December, but Blanche will write her final put-down for daughter Deirdre and son-in-law Ken Barlow in a car from Portugal, which will be read out at their anniversary party. And it's very spiky in the game old tradition of the lass. She's sorely missed. Now, last night on TV, did anyone catch Changing Faces?
No.
OK, Cheryl Cole. It's a new series on Living that basically charts someone's progress from, if you like, sort of pop chick to rock icon, and then it takes them well and truly to just before they get to 1 foot in the grave. And that was Cheryl at 75. I think her Barnet would be a little bit more vibrant and glossy, to be quite honest. Now, the boys in graphics, because they do like a drink and a joke, much as my good self, decided that this is what I would look like at 75.
Oh dear.
Yes. Now, funnily enough, I do have the dentist from Extreme Makeover, and sadly, I don't think I'll be keeping her on retainer for much longer.
I don't think your chin would be that thin either. What makes them think it would go that direction?
We'll move on to tonight's television on that bombshell. And cops with cameras, you'll love this. Men in uniform. PC Mark Hamill is back.
What?
The full screen with him, yes, yeah. Giving chase to an underage driver, while PC Higgins and Cooper hope to apprehend a drug suspect whose face is completely pixelated.
On tonight's show,
MPMP receiving Sierra 1, we've got a failed to stop vehicle.
a high-speed car chase through the streets of London,
Possibly going to be a decamp standby.
a birthday surprise in Manchester,
What's your date of birth?
31st.
Of? How many days are they in April? So why were you born on the 31st?
And that's the first of one of two programmes tonight that might encourage you as a parent to get neutered. A life on a maternity ward is explored in One Every Minute, which follows first-time mother Lisa as she prepares to push.
I think about things way too much anyway. Bringing him home about how I'm not gonna be able to change a nappy, to when he's a bit older, and then him catching measles and mumps and chicken pox and everything, to him going to school and being bullied, to him being about 14 and getting with the wrong crowd and getting into drugs and having the police turn up on my doorstep, and then him being 25 and still living at home. It's quite worrying.
I could add a few more to that list. Not sleeping at night, answering you back at the age of 3, out of control.
You can follow that on the BBC with I Hate My Mum. Yeah, it's a great night for parenting on the box. Indeed, I'd settle for life in Walford. It's far calmer.
Richard, thank you very much.
Here's the weather. Here's Kirsty now.